Adam, what is the truth of it for various claims this evening? Can we trust the exit polls?
Possibly, but possibly not. The exit poll came out and gave a very, very healthy prediction of victory to Nicusor Dan. He is the mayor of Bucharest. He's a kind of centre figure in politics, quite established politician. And pitched against him was George Simion, who is a populist, a nationalist, hard-right, a sort of anti-establishment figure. Now, in the first round of voting in this presidential election, Simion had got a convincing victory over a field of candidates. What happens here is the top two then go into runoff. So Simion was clearly the top, and Nicusor Dan had come second. But since that runoff was created, Dan's popularity has gone up quite markedly. And in the past few days, he has overtaken George Simion. That takes us to tonight. We thought it'd be close. The exit poll suggested it would actually be not that close. Comfortable victory for Dan. Then we got the preliminary vote actually from the vote itself. And at that point, with about 2 million votes, it seemed as if Simion was startlingly ahead, only by a fraction, but suddenly that prediction of an enormous victory had faded away. What has happened since then is that Simion's lead has first ebbed and has now declined. And in fact, it is Nicusor Dan, the centrist mayor of Bucharest, who looks on course for victory. Because at the moment, with around 2/3 of the votes cast, he is around 52% of the vote, and George Simion is around 48%. That is nowhere near the overwhelming victory that the exit poll had predicted. But Dan's lead has been going steadily up from 50.5%, 51, now into 52% of the vote. And every time we get an update, it seems to be increasing. So let me have a look. At this very moment, now Dan is now predicted to get over 53%, 68% of the votes cast. I can tell you this, right at this moment, 53, just over 53 is the projection for Nicusor Dan, just under 47 for George Simion. So that is the latest, is actually that now is beginning to head towards that fairly comfortable victory for Nicusor Dan. As is the way with these things, George Simion has predicted that he is going to be the president. That now looks unlikely. Nicusor Dan, whose headquarters are in the heart of Bucharest, is saying that he will be president and that he will run the country on behalf of all of its citizens. A lot of people are gathering in the heart of Bucharest. This, by the way, is the Parliament building. This is where George Simion came to address his supporters. The votes being counted quickly, probably when I speak to you in an hour's time or so, we should have a fairly firm idea. But at the moment, it's looking as if Nicusor Dan will be the next president of Romania.